Next up, so LaRussell, independent artist, been killing it since the pandemic. He was started doing concerts in his backyard, and that's how he got popular. He had some comments about Lil Wayne and his legacy that's got people upset. Here we go.
I gotta respect
he had a conviction.
I had a moment in my journey where I had grew a disdain for Wayne just because I started listening to everything. Like I started maturing as a human, and I'm like, damn, this nigga wasn't talking about nothing for a long time. And
I think that's what his argument was.
As someone who like grew up in these communities, right, and grew up with homies who I seen want to be Bloods because they following Wayne and want to be gangster and want to shoot all the gun bar and shit. Right. Like I've seen the negative that he contributed to the community, and I had to look like, man, what are the songs where he really talked about something and gave? And out of a 1,000-song catalog, it's minute on this end.
It's like Georgia Bush,
and that do bother me. Tie My Hands.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Tie My Hands is the only one I can think of.
And that's the thing. It's like if I hug you once, but I slapped the shit out you 1,000 times, your affinity for me is you're probably going to remember me for this. And a lot of people don't, as I mature, a lot of my old favorite artists, I'm now like, damn, like I love you because I learned how to rap to you. But when you look at the contribution, it's like, man.
All right. What do you all think about what LaRussell said about Lil Wayne?
That he's not wrong?
Yeah, I feel what he's saying.
I think that's for a lot of artists. Low key, they ain't just Lil Wayne either. Like, and he said that. He said a lot of artists. He did say that as well. I don't know why people getting so mad.
Lil Wayne don't even remember
on this street.
He don't even remember his lyrics.
He don't. Dan, that's a great point, Stacey. He don't even remember his own lyrics, so he don't even know what he was.
And I mean, so I'm finna get canceled. I love Missy Elliott. I love Missy Elliott. We all love Missy. Missy is in the Songwriter Hall of Fame. There are amazing songs that she's written for other people. What the fuck is Get Your Freak On Out? Like, there are songs that she has created that we love, but she's not talking about anything per se. So when people have the argument about like, oh, who's this amazing female rapper? It's not that she's not, but is she really talking about anything? So I understand that just the when you start thinking too much about stuff of like while I enjoy this song, like, I mean, some songs are just party songs. They're not meant to change the world. They were not meant, Get Your Freak On was not meant to change the world, right? It just wasn't. But at the same time, sometimes it is like, well, she wasn't really talking about shit. Now, but also, like, Missy's a bad example because, again, she's written for other people and has made amazing stuff. But with Wayne, he didn't write songs to change the world. That wasn't his intent, and it never will be. But there are absolutely songs that he ain't talking about shit.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And what they really
said a lot of them.
His most recent album, I think that's when people really realized it. The last release is when people were like, "Hey, wait, this nigga really don't be talking about shit, do we?"
I've been saying it for years. He's a hell of a rapper, but how many metaphors and punchlines you just gonna punchline and metaphors to death? Like, tell a story.
Give me something. And there are songs now that I can go back and listen to of his where there'll be a punchline or a metaphor that it'd be like, damn, I didn't even catch it when he said it before. Like, I'm driving to Kroger and I just heard it, and it's like, oh shit. Like, I didn't catch that. Like, you caught the first metaphor, you didn't catch the second one. So you absolutely get credit for being able to do that, right? To be able to throw these punchlines and metaphors in there. And again, like, it's we can talk about the Wheezy F baby, the F is for phenomenal, but we can also talk about the G's women signs like lasagna, right? Like things like that. But what the fuck you be talking about? Like the last album, I think, really solidified people being like, wait a minute. We don't want to be talking about shit for real, do we? And it's also just we're older.
He hasn't evolved though.
Yeah, his fans have grown up. He's still rapping about the same thing, and then to that point, that's why people didn't like 444 by Jay-Z. What the fuck is this nigga on? Well, like you can't do the same shit always, right? Like he's rapping about what his current life is like. If you're 60 years old and still talking about the drug game,
yeah, it's about moving bricks,
nigga. Like,
I mean, I would say this, and we haven't talked about them. This collective as whole. The whole Young Money has de-evolved as rappers. All of them have went backwards, or they've been stuck into place. And it's funny that at one point, like, you could say what you want about Drake, especially at the beginning of Drake, he's de-evolved from that Drake to something else that is that Drake. It's almost like he went reverse history, where like he's doing the prequel of himself before that post part of himself. And then Nicki's been stuck in 2013, 2012 for the last 14 years. And then Lil Wayne can't remember his lyrics. He don't even know what his lyrics were in 2012.
I think with Drake, Drake had to find his voice and figure out who he was so that he could, and then once he figured out this is who I am and this is the type of music that I make, then he went on a run, right? Yeah. Like as soon as he figured it out, this is where I'm at. We know where he is right now. That's a whole other topic for another episode. But you come out, sometimes your first 1 or 2 albums, you may be playing around or experimenting and trying to figure out what really is my voice. And like I said, so with Drake, I feel like once he figured out, this lane right here, I got something with this. And he went down that lane. And he was very successful in that lane. But when he trying to step outside of that lane is where the trouble started. Nicki, everybody talked like everybody was like, "Oh, mixtape Nicki." So I didn't listen to mixtape Nicki. Like by the time I got on the aware of Nicki Minaj late, I think she'd already gotten the deal by the time that I became like really.
Yeah, that's when I got hip to her.
So when people talk about like, "Oh, mixtape Nicki versus the album Nicki," I understand that it's different, right? There is the commercial version of her versus the raw version of her, and most of her fans are still holding on to mixtape Nicki versus the pop star Nicki. And her as a pop star that's how she was able to gain that extra success. Again, you got to figure out, how do I make them like me? What do I do? She couldn't stay mixtape Nicki to become the Nicki that to get the money that she has. And then of course we played, at what cost, right? Like at what cost does that? Because we see what the hell she is now. She out here politicking for a pardon and citizenship. It's anyway. Yeah, I think to your point, all of Young Money, like it's music changes and life changes. Like, and sometimes you have to be a product of what is going on in the world. And if what you were talking about isn't relatable to anyone, you're not going to be successful. Period.
Yeah, and it's not just, like I said, I know people are taking it hard because it was Lil Wayne. It's a lot of artists that are like that. Like, it's a lot. Like, but I think Lil Wayne is the poster child for it because he has some of the most egregious lyrics on the other side of it, like beat you up like when he's talking about Emmett Till, beat the pussy up like Emmett Till. He's got all kind of other lines where you like, oh, dude, you're not even substantially understanding and knowing what you're talking about to even be using some of these lyrics. Let me pull up some more. And I think that's why he probably took the blunt of that.
Yeah, like I said, he don't even remember the lyrics anymore. Like that's the bigger part is that now again we have other artists, like I'll tell you in a minute, Shaka Khan don't remember the lyrics of her damn song because she doesn't. Right? No. Or like not one fucking bit does she remember the lyrics to her songs. But it can happen, right? If you as you continue on in your career and your career spans decades and decades and decades, there is a lot of music. And no, sometimes you may not immediately remember a song. I always say my criticism for Shaka Khan is you don't remember your hits. Like,
if you remember verses, Stephanie Mills had to carry her songs for.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't talking about the B-sides of shit, right? We talking about your hits that you don't remember.
Sweet thing.
Right, you don't remember Sweet Thing. Like, Through the Fire is really is whooping your ass right now. We gotta ask some questions. So, but again, if it's a song that if it's something that you don't normally perform, right? Like that's that B-side track. Yeah, I get that you don't necessarily remember each and every word or the melody or whatever. Like you mixed up verse 1 with verse 2. It happens to us. I've done it. Like to someone who just listens to music all the time, there's something to play. So the fucking Stacey and Kamiko fucking song that you. I'm gonna try not to cry, but to that point of like, there's these songs that are in your head, and you think you remember the songs or the lyrics.
Or you think you had a Mandela effect on yourself, like you Mandela effect just affected yourself.
Yeah.
Like if we have time before this episode ends, we will talk about Stacey and Kamiko and that fucking song, and you posting it and changing my entire life.
You find it on streaming anywhere or anything, or was it anywhere streaming or anything?
I haven't even looked. The fact that it's on YouTube was enough.
Yeah.
The fact that it's the reality that the song exists was enough for me, because I have the fucking chorus has been in my brain for 40 fucking years, and the idea that no one knew what the hell I was talking about, trying to Google the chorus, the lyrics, and nothing is coming up. And you just get to a point where, well, maybe I made this up. Maybe this is one of the songs that I just, as a kid, I just made up on my own one day, and this didn't happen. But seeing that video and seeing the names and seeing Stacey and Kamiko, and I was like, holy shit. Yes. Like immediately I knew this is it. Like there's no doubt in my mind. I don't even have to hit play because I know this is the fucking song. And it's like, as soon as I start playing it and I like fast forward in YouTube to get to the chorus, and I hear and I'm just singing along verbatim with the chorus. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm not crazy. I can't wait to tell my therapist. Like I'm so I think all of us, everybody has some song that they remember that no one else remembers. And that
I remember that joint.
And even with all the technology that's out there today, you still can't find it. So, if nobody else remembers that song, at some point you just start thinking that you're fucking crazy, and that is "Tell Me Will You Be There" by Stacey and Kamiko. That's that song for me. Of me just knowing deep in my heart that I heard this song. Knowing the melody, knowing the chorus, and then playing it and being able to sing it verbatim and being like, I was like, was it the end of Rudy with Rock at the end, just like that.
Yeah.
That's, got it. Like, yeah.
So Scott, what did you feel that with LaRussell, with Lil Wayne? Did you feel that he was?
I feel he was right on point with it. Like the music doesn't have no something. Like, of course, he got hits, but he doesn't have like that "Fight the Power" song. You know what I'm saying? No music with no substance.
And I don't know why people are taking it so personal when people say that. Like he doesn't though. Like
I think because LaRussell's a newcomer, like he's a new face in the game.
It's because he's new.
I think that's why he's new.
If I'm trying to think of somebody else, let's say a lot of the older rappers wouldn't say this because because they're just out of like being around. I'm trying to think of somebody. If Kool Moe G said this, will people be upset?
If who?
Nah, Kool Moe G. Nobody older like Lil Wayne. Like you have to be like somebody from the.
So Sci-Hi the Prince said this.
I didn't like what Sci-Hi said the other day, but keep talking. Okay. If it's the quote that you think that he said, like
yeah. If
I didn't like it. I did not like what Sci-Hi said, and I like Sci-Hi, but I didn't like that shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying someone like that, where a little bit younger, but contemporary a little bit too.
Yeah.
If you're older, you're going to be called a hater.
What about like a currency?
He'd be called a hater because they're from the same city.
Yeah.
If an older artist, an artist that's older than Wayne, is going to get called a hater because you just hating on the young niggas. It's somebody who is his contemporary, who's in the same age bracket as him, is going to get called a hater because you ain't got as many hits as Wayne got. And if you're younger, you're going to get called a hater because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you look like and if you a podcast host, you absolutely a hater, right? Joe Budden can't say this shit. If Joe Budden said it, now it's a whole, this nigga, blah, blah, like I said, it becomes a whole thing. So it's hard to provide criticism for shit in 2026 for people, but like LaRussell, he's not wrong. Like he's not wrong. And we can take it as a criticism. It's not saying that don't listen to him, but you weren't talking about shit. And you just weren't. So you weren't talking about shit.
Well, he does that on that Hollywood divorce, like I said before. That Hollywood divorce, he was rhyming on that about some real shit about Katrina and shit. On the Outcast,
Idlewild.
Yeah, he was actually talking about some shit on there. And I was like, damn, this Lil Wayne on here talking about some shit. That's how it was. It was surprising.
It happened. Like, I ain't saying everything that he wrote was trash or everything that he's been on is trash. Like, that's not true. It's just not. But if you want to talk about the amount of songs that you have that are really, again, like, he didn't set out to change the world. He didn't come into the game is trying to be a conscious rapper and talking about all this shit. That's what the fuck he was on. So to expect that from him is kind of weird. But I do also kind of get like, but you also, even though I didn't want you to necessarily change the world or start a revolution, you also kind of wasn't talking about shit neither at all. Like it rhymed, but you weren't talking about nothing. And again, that's not every freaking song. It's subjective, but again, dude's not wrong. He's just not. He's not like, sorry, he's not wrong.
Yeah, so Russell, I mean, he's really getting it from the mud for real. Like, so, and then he got some comments back. He was basically saying like people, actually, let me find Russell's response. Because it was actually pretty interesting, his response.
Is he the guy who just got signed to Rock Nation or something?
Yeah, but he's been underground for a
Well,
grip.
I'm saying like even with the Rock Nation shit, like
right. That's a whole other thing because people have some like weird hatred towards Rock Nation.
They have an issue with him being signed to Rock Nation in general. Like it was something I saw the other day. Like I think he had made a post and said, ever since I got signed to Rock Nation, blah 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 blah. And people were like, oh nigga, you sold your soul, blood sacrifice. I was like, I got a record deal. That's all I've done so far. Like, all I did was just sign the paperwork. But there's a lot of criticism coming towards him anyway.
It's just a lot of weird stuff around Rock Nation and like people's. It's just weird, man. And I don't know how to listen
to me. It seems like he's the first artist that's not a legacy act. Like per se, like somebody that's not already established, like your Jadakiss, your Jim Jones, and stuff like that. He's the first one to me that's, like a new face, like a real new face on there. Because everybody else we pretty much know.
Well, so to that point, when J. Cole signed, he was still mixtape J. Cole.
Well, yeah, back, but but Cole left and did his thing, became Cole.
But I think you're not.
But Cole just recently left though, didn't he?
I think he just left.
Yeah,
for a while. So it was because even by the time BP3 Stars Born was out, J. Cole had already had a couple of mixtapes.
Yeah, and that was what, 2009, 2010?
Yeah, so he had a couple of mixtapes, but again, he wasn't, for lack of a better term, he wasn't a household name, right? Like if you knew him from his mixtapes or you, like whatever, right? So some people, that was the first time they'd heard him was on that track versus other people we listen to the come up. Does it come up, the warm up, the something else?
My first time hearing him was that Miguel song, that Only You.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
That was my first time hearing him.
How the fuck did I hear J. Cole for the first? Because I
heard the warm up and all that stuff.
Like I said, I listened to the warm up. Like, that's when I was, every week I was on that Piff trying to download something. Download new stuff. Like, so I'm trying to, like, I don't know.
Here's Russell's response to everybody, too. Hold on real quick.
I'm going to blow the whistle on the industry real quick. In the industry, is two forms of marketing that's used heavily. It's seeding and it's clipping. Whenever you see academics, say cheese, rap, bars, etc., all posting the same thing around the same time with the same narrative, that's a seeding campaign. That means someone gave them a budget and some content and a narrative to spread to the world. These two things have been monumental and beneficial to artists like myself as well, because whenever I have a viral moment, I'm able to mass distribute the moment to the world. On the flip side of that, most of these places don't have no integrity. So as long as you got the budget, you could get them to post anything and use their platform. Yesterday, probably like 20, 30 platforms across Instagram and Twitter all posted the same clip of me at the same time with the same narrative. 30 niggas thinking the same thing, watching the same interview at the same time. None of them have ever posted anything from me. They ain't posted when I paid rent in my hood. They ain't posted when I bought our restaurants. They ain't posted when I helped these kids. They ain't posted nothing I've ever done. But randomly, they all watching this interview and decided we should post this. And the title says, LaRussell says this about Lil Wayne after signing to Jay-Z. What the fuck that got to do with anything? That's somebody with a budget and content and a narrative saying, hey, go run this. Niggas want to try to tarnish what a nigga built, but you can't. The problem is God chose me, nigga. Man can't stop what God put in motion. They doing everything they can because I did everything they can't, nigga. I broke the system. I made it from my fucking backyard. It ain't ironic that all of a sudden niggas talking about LaRussell everywhere at the same time with the same narrative. It'll never work, nigga. I'm from the fucking Bay. Nigga, I break the internet. The internet don't break me. In the words of the great Dwayne Carter, real niggas fuck with me and I don't give a fuck who don't. And niggas could spin it however, but you know, my message wasn't even out of malice. I love Wayne. I wouldn't be the rapper I am today without. He inspired me to do so much. He inspired me to have bars. But he also inspired me to smoke weed, sip lean, fuck bitches, shoot guns, all those things. And I turned out great. But that's the power of being influential, nigga. I love Wayne, nigga. Fuck y'all. I just want my fans to know, like, buckle up. You feel me? I'm finna take this shit on one. And clearly somebody got a problem with that.
All right. That was his response back.
Hey, he's not wrong. I mean, any communications major.
Yeah, that was the
he's not wrong. I mean, like, so agenda setting, framing, priming, all of that is a part of media. Like it's there for a reason. We deal with it every single day. So whether again with the agenda setting, it is the idea of we are putting this specific information in front of you for you to look at. This is what we're choosing for you to look at. Or again, framing, how is that story presented? So that's what's happening right now, is that framing part of it, of we're framing this as he is hating on Lil Wayne. That's not what was said, but that's what we're framing it. So it's any first semester comm major can tell you this. I got textbooks over there right now that'll explain exactly what the fuck he is talking about. So he's not wrong. Two things that I want to point out is that man was fighting for his life walking down that hill.
Gravity was gonna fall in.
Yeah, boy.
He said he was gonna fall down.
That young man was fighting for you. Too young to be fighting for your life like that, going downhill.
One slip trip.
And then also I got distracted because at the very beginning of the video, there's a 4-door like sedan that is sitting on. He walks past it. I looked at the car, and I started
town car,
and I was trying to figure out what it was.
That was a town car.
So this,
it was white. Yeah, I saw it.
I can tell you right now that I missed a significant section of what he said.
Got to figure out the car.
I saw the car and I'm like,
yeah, it looked like a 96.
Like something, all of that shit. This is why Scott is my brother, because he understands he's one. Not only did he see it, but two, it's the fact that he's like, it looked like it's about 96, it's about a town car. So that is my brain. That was my brain.
I saw it.
Like he walks past it, and I'm like,
that's an old ass car.
It's an old ass car. A town car? A Lincoln town car? Look like it might be a Lincoln town car. I wonder what year that car is. And then I saw the white van that did without the windows. So I saw the kidnapper van. I got distracted.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.